Hey, educators, let me tell you what happens to a lot of folks in the education field. We are super excited to get our first contract. We've gone through the route of going to college, doing the thing that we were told to do. And then we go on our first interview, we get our first job, we go in to meet with HR, and we sign the contract. And as we are signing that contract, we're also shown what our salary will be for the next 25 years. For the next 20 to 20 years, you visually see what your pay will be. And then from that number, which is typically around that $80,000 to $90,000 mark, after giving 20 to 25 years of your life to the career, then we go out and we create a life based off what that figure was. So we determine what type of house we can buy based off what that salary schedule says. We determine what neighborhood we can live in, what schools our kids can go to, all based off of what that salary schedule says. Or perhaps you're one of the 57% of educators in the United States of America who's working 2 jobs at minimum. So out of all the teachers in the United States of America, over half of them are working 2 to 3 jobs. These are degree professionals who are going to work teaching every day and then leaving and doing some type of tutoring, doing some type of business, working as a waitress, doing some other type of work that brings in additional income because the money that they're making as an educator is not enough to sustain them. We're robbing Peter to pay Paul, Jane, and Mary, and the money just isn't enough. We can't live the life of our dreams. Are you aware that as teachers, we only get about 40% of our pay when we retire? So the question for me was, if I can't live off of 100% of the pay from the 2 paychecks that I'm getting every 2 weeks, how am I supposed to live off of 40% of the pay? It just didn't make sense to me. And so I want to talk to you today about how to create your total freedom lifestyle. What is your dream life? And are you living your dream life? Can we really be honest about where we're at and where we'd like to be? How many more years do you have in the school system? And will that allow you to live the life of your dreams? But the bigger question is, what's your more? What is your more? Do you want more choices? Do you want more joy? Do you want more time? Do you want more chances? Maybe more opportunities? Maybe you want more excitement. Maybe you just want more money. But what's your more? Do you know what your more is? And have you even thought about it? And if you have a more, what's the roadmap that you're going to use to get you there? So I want to show you how to live a life without limits. I want to show you how you can live a life that has very few worries and that you get to design based off what it is that you want and desire, and not based off of what your paycheck will allow you to have. The way I see it, you have a couple of options. You can option one, you can do nothing. You can continue the way that you are. You can stay going to the schoolhouse every day and doing exactly as you do now. Or option two, you can make some small changes, incremental changes over time, and you'll see a few changes. Maybe you're going to save a little bit more. Maybe you're going to try to invest a little bit more. Maybe you're going to take on an additional job. You can make some incremental changes. Maybe you'll go from one school district to another school district, and maybe they pay $5,000 or $6,000 more per year. Or you can do option three. You can click the button. You can get signed up for my free masterclass, where I'm going to show you how to live a life without limits. I'm going to show you how I was able to use my same skills and expertise that I used in the school system to create the life of my dreams, to give me total time freedom, financial freedom, creative freedom, and just personal freedom to be able to do what I want, when I want, with who I want, wherever I want to do it. And you can too. The only difference between you and I is that I made a different set of choices. And I want to believe, and I know that it's true in most cases, is that you just don't know what choices you need to make because no one has ever told us. No one has ever shared this information. Typically, when people move forward, they don't look back to share the information. Well, I'll tell you this, I am dedicating the month of May to helping other educators to see what the possibilities are, to see what they can really have, because you're educated individuals. You are some of the smartest people on the planet. It is through you that all other careers are created. You are valuable. The expertise and the skills that you have are essential to our society. And so let me show you how you can use those same skills, how you can design the life of your dreams, and how you can live a life like you've never imagined. You simply need to take one action. You need to click the button and you need to get signed up for the free masterclass, absolutely free, doesn't cost you anything. It's not fluff. I'm going to give you the real situation. I'm going to give you the real reality. I'm going to give you the real options and how to go about doing this. I'm going to share the roadmap with you. So sign up for the May 13th masterclass. It's at 9 a.m. Central Time, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. I'll also have a portion of Q&A for those who may have questions at the end, but I assure you the information that I'm going to share with you, it's going to knock your socks off, because before I learned it, I had no clue. And one of the biggest clues to moving to the next level and leveling up your life, a big portion of it, see, we tend to think that it's the learning, but it's really the unlearning some of the things that we've learned in the school system, in our society, in our culture. And so I want to share some of those things with you. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering who I am, I'm Dr. Chanel DeBose. I was a former educator, and now I'm living the life of my dreams. I have my own education consulting company, and I get to go into schools all over the United States of America. I get to work with leaders and teachers, and it's a great opportunity for great teachers to be able to train other teachers. And really, it's the only way that it should be done. Teachers should be training other teachers and not folks just random off the street who apply for a job coming in trying to support teachers in a job that they've never worked and really don't have any understanding about. So let me show you how I was able to transform my life, how I was able to turn my entire world around. And I just can't even explain to you how my life has changed. I'll try to in the masterclass. So get signed up, click the button. It's not going to cost you anything. The question is, are you willing to unlearn? What's your more? Get signed up.